We are just about to get started with our second presentation of the day. If you could return to your seats, grab yourself a cup of coffee, grab another Danish, whatever sounds good. All right. Thank you, everyone. So, thank you again to Rose Day and for her great presentation. She is such an influential partner here in the bioeconomy in Tuolumne County and the region at large, and really just kind of expanding their footprint, doing a project in El Dorado County, which I think is something that needs to be revisited this afternoon when we talk about transportation as a potential challenge in the bioeconomy. But with that being said, it is my great pleasure this morning to introduce Amanda Coates, Executive Director of CHIPS, another great Motherlode partner and a Sierra Jobs First awardee. So we are very, very happy to have her here today and her wealth of experience and knowledge in this industry sector. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Amanda Coates. Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Can everyone hear me? I don't want to speak too loud. I do have a very loud voice, so I apologize ahead of time. So I did not know that I'd have to hold this, so I apologize if I'm kind of a little in and out. But I do have, I think you guys should all have on your table a folder. I think those are our slides to kind of follow along. That way you're not just staring at me and thinking, oh my God, can she just hurry up? Since there's obviously nothing up there besides, what was present. So if you guys want to go ahead and open it up, if you want to follow along, you're more than welcome to, but I will say in each folder, we do have our slides along with one of our flyers and a business card as well. So thank you again. Good morning, my name is Amanda Coates. I am the Executive Director for CHIPS Forestry. We do also have she's sitting right here, sorry. We have Donna Vile, who is our board vice chair as well, so she is present. So she will be helping me out with any questions since I am very brand new as of July. So bear with me if I don't know the answer. Hopefully she does. If not, we'll figure it out. So here we go. Thank you for being here today. Today I am sharing who we are as an organization, the work we're doing across the Sierra Nevada, and the partnerships that make our impact possible, especially our work with Sierra Jobs First and our commitment to uplifting Native American communities through workforce development and land stewardship. So I'm on slide 2 right now. Who we are. CHIPS Forestry is a nonprofit organization dedicated to forest health, wildfire resilience, and community workforce development across the Sierra Nevada. We provide land stewardship that blends traditional ecological knowledge, modern forestry practices, and rural workforce opportunities. Our work is rooted in restoring the land while strengthening the communities we live within. Our mission and our purpose. The CHIPS Forestry mission is to empower disadvantaged communities, especially Native Americans, through workforce development, cultural preservation, and sustainable forest stewardship. We are committed to protecting natural resources, restoring ancestral lands, and nurturing economic growth and self-sufficiency with our approach. First, our values. Intergenerational wisdom, we respect cultural heritage, and we create meaningful, skill-building employment opportunities in forest management. CHIPS is dedicated to achieving a triple bottom line: social, environmental, and economic sustainability, to create a lasting positive impact on Native American communities and shared ecosystems and future generations. Slide 4, our core values. Our values guide everyday decisions we make, such as traditional ecological knowledge. It helps us guide our stewardship practices. Our community stewardship helps local workers caring for their own lands. Equity and opportunity. CHIPS recruits, trains, and equips crews across the mountain regions of California with a strong emphasis on cooperation with Native American tribes and rural workforce development. And then also partnership driven, working alongside tribal nations, agencies, and colleges. Slide 5, organizational background. So CHIPS began in 2008 as a small community-driven project focused on hazard fuels reduction and culturally informed land restoration. Over time, CHIPS expanded through partnerships with Native American tribes, U.S. Forest Service, CAL FIRE, workforce development agencies, and community colleges. From these groups, CHIPS has grown into a regional leader in forestry, wildfire mitigation, and workforce development. So, what do? Our work includes fuels reduction and thinning, cultural burning and restoration, biomass utilization, trial construction and maintenance, habitat restoration, workforce training and development. CHIPS crews improve forest health while building skills and long-term careers. So, our workforce development, which is the partnership that we do, and probably the one thing that I think I'm the most proud of. CHIPS provides paid training and hands-on skill development in chainsaw certifications, fuels reduction operations, cultural fire practices, safety and field operations, and forestry technician skills. Our training builds long-term career pathways, not temporary work. So, our tribal partnerships. We proudly partner with Native American tribes to prioritize Native American workforce hiring, integrate TEK in field operations, support cultural burning practices, protect sacred lands and cultural sites, and strengthen tribal sovereignty and land stewardship. Our tribal partnerships are central to who we are, not supplemental. Sierra Jobs First Partnership. Sorry, I think
That's okay.
something. Sorry. So, Sierra Jobs First is a foundational partner in our workforce development model. And it is because of the SJF support, we are able to expand hiring across tribal and rural communities, reduce employment barriers, provide paid training and wraparound support, and strengthen career pathways in natural resource fields. Sierra Jobs First is a critical ally in the long-term success of our crews and programs. So, some of our current work that we have, that we just completed, CHIPS recently completed a 6-month fuel reduction project within the California Tahoe Conservancy. And some of our highlights from that project include our crew size, which ranged from 9 to 20 workers. The work also included multiple high priority treatment zones. Areas addressed are shown in the black. If you guys have it out, you'll be able to see a map of that, of what we completed. Our crews contributed to major wildfire risk reduction and large-scale forest restoration. This important project is expected to continue into the next season. So, what is our future vision? Looking ahead, CHIPS is focused on expanding our reach and impact, increase Native American workforce hiring, expand tribal partnership, strengthen our collaboration with Sierra Jobs First, launch additional workforce training cohorts, scale cultural burning programs, grow our forest restoration capacity, hire a new work crew for lower elevation projects, which is something that I am in the process of, and I plan on hiring another crew for this lower area, probably within Tuolumne County, but they will be able to service all of the lower foothills area. And that will be the starting of next season. And then we are also continuing our support for the Columbia College cohort sponsorship. So currently, Columbia College is providing, I believe it is 20 spots for their wildfire cohort program, and we are actually sponsoring them. It does start in January, and this program does all of the training. It's paid for, along with a paid internship where they'll be able to work and be able to make money while learning on the job. And they are able to, hopefully, if everything goes as planned, it looks like it is right now, but you never know with today's economy, you never know. But I think they are also going to be providing housing as well for anyone who chooses to do the program. And they will be helping to find them additional work once they graduate in May. So we're very excited about that. So we are building long-term resilience for both land and our people. So in closing, thank you for your time and your support of CHIPS Forestry. Our work is strengthened by our partnerships with tribal communities, workforce allies, educational institutions, and the agencies that share our mission. Together, we can restore our forests, uplift Native American communities, and build a more resilient Sierra Nevada. We appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today, and I am happy to answer any questions you may have.
All right. Questions for Amanda? I see one right here in front. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I work for National Forest Foundation. I think we're actually on the same grant writing workshop a couple months ago. Yeah. I was just curious, as a nonprofit, so NFF we help the Forest Service get projects on the ground, and so we're constantly looking for contractors or people that can do some of the cruising and different types of work. Does CHIPS bid on projects, or how do we go about working with you on a project?
Oh, can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, it does. Yes, we actually do. We have, unfortunately she's not here today, but our field operations manager goes out to all of these locations. Can you hear me? Bring it a little closer. Can you guys hear me now? Yeah. All right, cool. So yes, we do bidding on all projects. So if you do want to work with us, we have our field operations manager who will go out to any location for projects and take a look at it and do the bidding process. And anytime anyone would like to work with CHIPS in the future, my contact information is in there. You are more than welcome to reach out to me via phone. You can text me or send an email as well. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Go ahead, Tom.
You may have covered this, and I may have missed it, but what is your coverage area? Like right now you have a project around Tahoe, but where do you operate, and is that across all the tribal organizations in the Central Sierras?
Yeah, that's actually a really great question. I'm so sorry I didn't specify, but yes, we can actually go anywhere within California. Really, in all honesty, we can go anywhere as long as we have an opportunity to find a good project to work with. So currently I do have 3 crews, one that is in the Mariposa Yosemite area, and then 2 that are on closer towards Nevada by the Washoe. So we work with Washoe tribe as well. Well, tribal members.
Yeah, follow-up question.
So predominantly you're focused on hiring the tribal community, right? First, is that correct? Focus on that?
It would, to be quite honest, so I am Indigenous, and so for me, the one thing that I always want to do is I want to be able to provide work opportunities for my people. But yes, they would be great, but if not, we hire anybody, and we do have individuals that we do work with at our honor crews who are not tribal or Native American at all.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
All right, good.
Thank you for your presentation. Tell me, what is your relationship with the Forest Service?
So we have a really good relationship with them. If they have any projects that, if it's a small area and they don't really have the manpower to do it, they will contact us. If it's like a small area, we work with Sierra Nevada. Right now we have a crew out towards the Woodfords area. They're just finishing up, which is what I spoke about. And then also, again, we have our crew that is up there in Yosemite National Park. So we do have a partnership with all the the National Forests.
Coming to you, Rocky.
Sorry, my question is, what makes you different than a regular contractor being a non-for-profit? How do you qualify for a non-profit contractor when you're still going out and bidding on jobs and such?
Well, the thing is, for us, we can do bidding for any jobs or any potential projects, but we do work with a lot of different organizations, and what they do is if they apply for a grant, they will contract us through there. So we can do the work, and we have more projects where it's like that, where they will hire us to do the work versus us going out and doing, applying for grants and bidding on any jobs. So that's pretty much what we do more of versus going out and doing bidding, which we have done in the past. But like I said, primarily we go and it'll be, maybe an RCD will have a project for us and they'll contact us and they would want to hire us to be able to do the work alongside, another organization. And what makes us different is, in my opinion, I think it's really unique just being able to say that we provide workforce opportunities. We do have individuals who, have struggled with, substance abuse, and it's really difficult for them to be able to find work. What we do is we give them an opportunity. And I think what makes us different is that we really listen to what our people have to say. We listen to our workers, and if they do have any concerns at all, I'm the type of person where I'm going to listen to what you have to say, and I'm going to do whatever I can to accommodate. Whereas a lot of other places, they don't give people those opportunities, and they'll just immediately terminate. So I think for us, we really care about our workforce, we care about our people, we care about our locations, we care about, our job presentation. So would I say that, we're equal to others? Yes, but I think that I might be a little biased when I say that we have that opportunity to be able to say that, yes, we do provide all these extras, and we really do care about the people that we work with, because they are the ones who provide the services, they're the ones on the ground. I'm not out there, I'm just here doing this. So for me, I give more praise to my people because they're out there on the ground doing the work. So I think that when you have a small organization, being able to say that you do appreciate your staff is huge. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I was just looking for clarification on,
Yeah.
on how you guys qualify to be a non-for-profit when you're still making a profit.
Well, I mean, a lot of organizations, no matter what, even if they say that they're nonprofit, they're still making, some type of a dollar, even if it is, just a little bit of things, whether it's donations or not. But for the most part, we do work with other partners. We're not out there really doing too much bidding. We have done it in the past, but primarily we do projects where they hire us out, so that way we can be able to pay our employees and be able to provide services such as training, being able to have them fully certified in a lot of these different fields.
My name is Karen Caldwell, and I'm the president right now for the Tuolumne Fire Safe Council. So if I'm understanding this correctly, I think I am, typically we bring in a grant to do a project. We would actually contact you and contract with you to perform a service as part of that grant funding that we have. So my question is, do you come with, we often have a lot of handwork or something in a certain project, which we are always looking for crews. And since we've lost the inmate crews, the cost of crews has really become an issue. I don't know if you're a bargain or not, but I'm hoping maybe you are. Do you come with your own supervisors, your own transportation, your own housing needs, or are those all things to be negotiated?
For the most part, we do negotiate a lot of different things, but we do come with our own crews, we come with our own workers. They do have their own work vehicles, they have their equipment, so it just kind of depends on the job that you're presenting, whether or not we have it or not, and then if we don't, then we'll have discussions as far as negotiations about that.
All right, over on this side. All right, so as a fellow nonprofit, I'm just curious how you all manage your with project management and how you manage your project management costs.
So I will be openly honest, we do have an amazing CFO who takes care of all of that. She manages everything when it comes to our grants. She has been working as our CFO for a really long time, and before this she has done a lot of accounting, so she's the one who handles everything on that aspect. She's the one who manages our grants. And then as far as for, if there's anything like additional costs that we need, it's kind of talked about amongst our admin team, so that way we can go through and just see if it's something that we can do. And I'm the type of person where if I have questions, I'm going to ask. So if I can't do it, or if I need more clarification, I'm going to go to my grantor and ask them if this is possible.
More questions for Amanda? See one over here. I will walk it over.
So my name is Keith Martin, and amongst many organizations, I'm also here with the Tuolumne Group of the Sierra Club. It's my understanding that for many years the Forest Service had very bad practices when it came to how to manage the forests. Like there are no, let it burn type policies, but that I believe it was New Mexico that was the first where some of the native tribes there were put more in charge of forestry and, for instance, the introduction of fire as far as suppression. How does that align with what your organization is intending to do?
So the one thing that I always, I advocate for is being able to take a look at our past. If you take a look at history, no one was able to really provide, a healthy forest as Native Americans. We were able to do it for many years. And so one thing that I do, not only in what we do, but also in my personal life, I take a look at those models and we implement that. I am very active within our community. My husband is tribal, and we do a lot of cultural burning. And one thing that I have learned over the years are how we can be able to manage a healthy forest. And so those are types of things that I am really trying to push for to implement, especially when we are working with, the Forest Service. I think the difficult part is being able to have those conversations and explain, they understand as far as what it should look like and they understand the practices, but it's just being able to implement that. And so going forward, now that I have come into this position, that's something that I definitely want to continue doing going forward and making sure that that is in all of our, workers' forefront when we are looking at, taking on a job, especially if we're working in the forest, making sure that we pay attention to our original practices. That's something that I'm working on to do, is really kind of change the way that they were doing things prior. And I want to go back to more of a traditional way.
We have a question online? Or you have a question? Connie has a question.
So it's not really a question. I was working in workforce board for several years. Your comment about working with justice-involved individuals and caring about them as people and understanding that there's appointments that they need to meet and criteria with probation, etc., that you're flexible with that. That's really a good model that I wish more employers implemented for people that have those barriers. So thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I think that prior to this position, I really took a look at the way I was treated as an employee from, many jobs that I've done. And one thing that I really wanted to do was put myself into the position of what our crews experience on a day-to-day basis and what type of leader I want to be. And I really wanted to model after what it is that I wanted when I was in their position. And so I try to strive for exactly that. So thank you.
We have time for one more question. Well, I have a question for you, Amanda. I know you're a very innovative thinker, strategic planner, thinking about the future. What does CHIPS look like for the future? What is your vision, being new in your role, for the future of CHIPS and how you'll progress with the workforce development elements, taking on new projects and contracts? What does the future look like for you?
That's a really good question. I think for me, I continue kind of going back to the same principle of why I came aboard. And the one thing that I definitely want to do is to really strengthen our relationships with our tribes. I want to be able to really show that we do care about our people. Like I said, I am Indigenous. I want to be able to provide work opportunities for people who are not only Indigenous, but those that, probably had a rough path. I can say personally that I have been in that position before, and so for me, I always want to give someone an opportunity to grow, learn from what you can from here, and if this is not the place for you, then, if I'm able to provide an opportunity for you to continue on, that's really what I want to do. And so I think going forward, what I want to do is just to continue to build it up. I want to be able to provide more work opportunities in different locations. But I also want to be able to provide all of our workers with an opportunity to, find whatever it is that they, really care about and that they're passionate about, and that they can really make a career out of. And so I think that being able to jump on board with us and then work your way up is a really good opportunity and a good step in the right direction.
Thank you so much. A big round of applause for Monaco.